In the annals of human history, few substances have played as pivotal a role as crude oil. Dubbed black gold, it has been the lifeblood of modern civilization, fueling unprecedented advancements and, at times, igniting fierce conflicts. This complex hydrocarbon has not only powered our vehicles and industries, but has also woven itself into the fabric of global politics, shaping the fate of nations and the global economy. As we stand at the crossroads of energy evolution, crude oil continues to be at the heart of debates on sustainability and energy security, making its story more relevant than ever. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey to explore the intriguing world of crude oil. From its ancient origins, buried deep beneath the Earth's crust, through its rise as the engine of the Industrial Revolution, to its current status as a double-edged sword in the quest for sustainable energy, we will uncover the dramatic and often contentious narrative of crude oil. This exploration is not just about understanding a substance, but appreciating how it has shaped, and continues to shape, our world in myriad ways. Join us as we delve into the past, scrutinize the present, and ponder the future of crude oil in our global society. Chapter 1. The Origins of Oil. The story of crude oil begins not in the engines of modern machines, but deep within the Earth's crust, where it lay hidden for millions of years. This black gold, as it's often called, originated from the remains of ancient biomass, primarily zooplankton and algae, that settled in the depths of seas and lakes millions of years ago. Over time, these organic materials were buried under layers of sediment, where they were subjected to extreme heat and pressure. This process transformed the biomass into crude oil, a complex mixture of hydrocarbons that is now extracted from beneath the Earth's surface through drilling. Fossil fuels, a category that includes coal, natural gas, and crude oil, are so named because they are derived from the fossilized remains of prehistoric plants and animals. Among these, oil is unique for its liquid state and its remarkable energy density, properties that have made it a cornerstone of modern civilization. Its formation is a testament to the planet's ancient ecological systems and the geological processes that can alter organic material over eons. The use of natural oil seeps predates recorded history, with ancient civilizations recognizing and utilizing crude oil's useful properties. The Sumerians, Babylonians, and Egyptians all found uses for it, from waterproofing boats to constructing roads and buildings. Oil's natural propensity to burn also made it valuable as a fuel for lighting and ceremonial purposes, long before the internal combustion engine became its primary consumer. Sidebar: Ancient oil wonders. In the ancient world, oil seeped into human culture as well as the ground. The use of bitumen in the construction of Babylon's walls and the building of the ancient city of Carthage are testaments to oil's early significance. Additionally, oil's role in religious ceremonies, such as the eternal flames in the temples of ancient Greece, illustrates its mystical allure. These early applications not only highlight the versatility of oil, but also its deep-rooted presence in human history, long before the derricks and refineries of the industrial age. Chapter 2. The Black Gold Rush. Early commercial drilling. In the mid-19th century, an innovation forever altered the course of human development. The first commercial oil well, drilled by Edwin L. Drake in 1859 near Titusville, Pennsylvania, marked the dawn of the petroleum industry. This event demonstrated that oil could be extracted in substantial, economically viable quantities, setting the stage for a new era. The success of Drake's well not only spurred further exploration and drilling, but also laid the foundational practices for the burgeoning petroleum industry, a cornerstone of the modern industrial landscape. Spindletop and industry boom. The Spindletop gusher, discovered in 1901 near Beaumont, Texas, symbolizes a pivotal moment in oil history, with oil shooting over 150 feet into the air, producing close to 100,000 barrels a day at its peak. Spindletop surpassed any oil production the world had seen, triggering an industry boom. This monumental event attracted investments, innovators, and workers, rapidly transforming the global oil industry. Spindletop's legacy was profound, establishing the United States as a dominant player in oil production and forever changing the energy landscape. Pioneers of petroleum. The petroleum industry's infancy was shaped by remarkable individuals whose visions and endeavors laid the groundwork for today's energy giants. John D. Rockefeller, with Standard Oil, revolutionized the industry through his approach to refining, marketing, and distribution. Meanwhile, figures like the Nobel and Rothschild families expanded the industry's horizons to new geographies, including the Russian Empire and the Middle East. These pioneers didn't just build companies, they crafted the very infrastructure and networks that underpin the global oil economy today. Factbox: pioneering moments in oil history. Let's pause to reflect on some key milestones that paved the way for the modern oil era. In 1859, the world's first commercial oil well is drilled. Fast forward to 1901, and the Spindletop Gusher ushers in an unprecedented oil boom. By the early 20th century, visionaries like Rockefeller had begun to shape an industry that would become the backbone of global economic and industrial development. These pioneering moments are not merely historical footnotes. They represent the ingenuity and daring that fueled the rise of black gold as a cornerstone of modern civilization. Chapter 3: Oil Fuels the Modern World. Industrial Revolution. As the world embarked on the Industrial Revolution, a new fuel emerged to power the future: oil. Its energy density, ease of transport, and versatility made it the lifeblood of industrialization and modern transportation. Railroads, automobiles, and eventually airplanes transformed from curiosities to essential components of daily life, all thanks to oil. This liquid resource lubricated the gears of factories and propelled the global economy into an era of unprecedented growth. The discovery of vast oil fields in places like Texas and the Middle East provided the fuel for this transformation, ensuring that oil became the cornerstone of modern industrial society. Wars and oil. Throughout the 20th century, oil's strategic importance was magnified on the global stage as it became a critical asset in both world wars. The nations controlling oil resources gained a significant advantage, with access to oil often determining the outcome of battles. In World War I, the British Navy's switch to oil-powered ships was a strategic move that helped to secure victory. By World War II, control of oil resources was a central objective, influencing major military campaigns in North Africa and the Pacific. The wars underscored oil's role not just as a resource, but as a determinant of power, shaping the course of history. Geopolitical dynamics. The wealth and influence that came with control over oil reserves have significantly shaped international relations and the destiny of nations. Countries with abundant oil reserves, such as Saudi Arabia, Russia, and Venezuela, have wielded their oil wealth as a tool of diplomatic and economic leverage, affecting everything from the balance of power to the stability of global markets. The struggle for oil has prompted alliances and conflicts, underlining the substance's role in shaping geopolitical dynamics. The creation of OPEC in 1960 further highlighted the strategic importance of oil, as oil-producing countries sought to exert greater control over their resources and influence global oil prices. Sidebar: OPEC, a geopolitical powerhouse. Formed in 1960 by Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, has played a pivotal role in global oil markets. By coordinating the oil production policies of its member countries, OPEC has been able to influence oil prices significantly, impacting economies worldwide. This power has not only made OPEC a central player in economic affairs, but has also imbued it with substantial geopolitical influence, capable of swaying the outcomes of international negotiations and shaping global energy policies. Chapter 4: The Environmental Cost. Environmental Impacts. While oil has fueled the march of civilization, its extraction and use have not come without significant ecological costs. From the drilling process that disrupts terrestrial and marine ecosystems to the air pollution resulting from burning fossil fuels, the environmental impact of oil is profound and pervasive. Moreover, oil spills, a tragic byproduct of oil transportation and drilling operations, have led to catastrophic consequences for wildlife and water bodies, highlighting the fragile balance between energy needs and environmental preservation. Notable oil spills. History is scarred by numerous oil spills, each with its own devastating impact on the environment and local communities. The Exxon Valdez spill of 1989 and the Deepwater Horizon disaster in 2010 stand out for their extensive ecological damage and the long-term effects on marine life and coastal economies. These incidents serve as stark reminders of the potential environmental costs associated with oil exploration and consumption, underscoring the need for stringent safety measures and emergency response strategies in oil operations. Peak oil and sustainability. The concept of peak oil, the point at which global oil production reaches its maximum rate before declining, raises critical questions about sustainability and resource management. As we potentially near this threshold, the emphasis on finding alternative energy sources and reducing our reliance on fossil fuels has never been more urgent. This shift not only addresses the looming challenge of finite oil resources, but also aligns with global efforts to mitigate climate change and protect our planet for future generations. Factbox: Environmental footprint. Oil's environmental footprint is staggering, contributing significantly to global greenhouse gas emissions and environmental degradation. Data shows that the combustion of petroleum-based fuels is a major source of CO2 emissions, contributing to climate change and global warming. Additionally, the process of extracting and refining oil has led to habitat destruction, water pollution, and a decline in biodiversity, emphasizing the critical need for transitioning to more sustainable energy practices and reducing our dependence on oil. Chapter 5: The Science and Technology of Oil. Refining process. Crude oil, when extracted, is a complex mixture of hydrocarbons, unusable in its raw form for most applications. The refining process transforms this crude into a variety of usable products, from gasoline and diesel to asphalt and chemical feedstocks. Through distillation, crude oil is heated and separated into its components based on different boiling points. Further processes like cracking, reforming, and treating enhance the quality and utility of these products, showcasing the intricate science behind turning crude oil into essential elements of daily life. Technological advances. The oil industry has witnessed remarkable technological advances that have revolutionized the exploration, extraction, and refining processes. Innovations such as 3D seismic imaging, horizontal drilling, and hydraulic fracturing have dramatically increased the efficiency and reduced the environmental footprint of oil production. These technologies have not only made it possible to access previously unreachable reserves, but also have significantly reduced the costs associated with oil extraction, shaping a new era in the global oil economy. Unconventional reserves. The last few decades have seen a significant shift towards the exploitation of unconventional oil reserves, such as oil sands and shale oil. This shift has been made possible through technological breakthroughs that allow for the economic extraction of oil from these resources. Techniques like steam-assisted gravity drainage, SAGD, for oil sands and hydraulic fracturing for shale formations have unlocked vast quantities of oil, altering the landscape of global oil supply and reshaping energy policies and markets worldwide. Sidebar: Technologies transforming oil. Key technologies are at the forefront of making oil extraction safer, more efficient, and less environmentally damaging. From advanced drilling techniques that minimize surface impact to innovations in spill response that quicken containment and cleanup, the industry is continuously evolving. Environmental monitoring technologies, including satellite and drone surveillance, also play a crucial role in ensuring the integrity of ecosystems around oil operations. These advancements represent a crucial step towards a more sustainable and responsible oil industry. Chapter 6: The Future of Oil and Alternative Energies. Evolving Energy Landscape. As the world confronts the realities of climate change and environmental degradation, the energy landscape is undergoing a significant transformation. The rise of renewable energy sources, such as solar, wind, and hydroelectric power, is challenging oil's long-standing dominance in the global energy mix. This shift is not merely technological, but represents a broader societal movement towards sustainability and environmental stewardship. Governments, corporations, and consumers are increasingly prioritizing green energy solutions, driving innovation and investment in renewable energy projects worldwide. Oil industry adaptation. In response to these evolving dynamics, the oil industry is not standing still. Major oil companies are increasingly investing in renewable energy and sustainability projects, diversifying their energy portfolios to include cleaner alternatives. From carbon capture and storage technologies to investments in solar and wind power, the sector is seeking ways to adapt to a low-carbon future. This transition is also reflected in the development of more efficient and environmentally friendly extraction and refining processes, as the industry aims to reduce its environmental footprint and align with global sustainability goals. Renewable alternatives. The potential of renewable alternatives to reshape the global energy system is immense. Biofuels derived from agricultural products offer a renewable and lower carbon alternative to conventional petroleum fuels, Electric vehicles, EVs, are set to revolutionize the transportation sector, reducing oil demand and emissions. Additionally, advancements in battery storage, hydrogen fuel cells, and other technologies are opening new frontiers in energy, offering viable alternatives to oil and contributing to the decarbonization of the economy. These developments signal a profound shift towards a more sustainable and diversified energy landscape. Factbox: the shift to renewables. Global investment trends highlight the accelerating shift towards renewable energy. In recent years, investments in renewable energy sources have outpaced those in fossil fuels, signaling a significant change in the energy sector's priorities. Data shows that renewables now account for a substantial portion of global energy production, with wind and solar energy experiencing the fastest growth rates. This transition is supported by both governmental policies and market forces, underscoring the global commitment to achieving a sustainable and clean energy future. As we journey through the narrative of crude oil, from its ancient origins to its pivotal role in shaping the modern world, and now to the crossroads of sustainability and innovation, it's clear that oil has been more than just a commodity. It's been a catalyst for progress, conflict, and change. The story of oil is deeply intertwined with the story of human advancement, fueling our industries, economies, and ways of life. Yet the environmental costs and the finite nature of fossil fuels have prompted a critical reevaluation of our reliance on oil, pushing us towards a future where renewable energies play a leading role. The transition to a more sustainable energy landscape is not just about mitigating environmental impacts or managing resource scarcity. It's about envisioning and creating a new paradigm for how we power our world. The innovations in technology and shifts in policy towards renewable sources of energy signify a broad recognition of the need for change. While the path forward may be fraught with challenges, the direction is clear: a future where energy is clean, abundant, and accessible to all. The legacy of crude oil, with all its complexities, teaches us valuable lessons about innovation, adaptation, and the importance of stewarding our natural resources responsibly. As we look ahead, the story of oil reminds us of our remarkable capacity to overcome challenges, adapt to new realities, and pursue progress with ingenuity and determination. The future of energy is not just about moving beyond oil. It's about moving towards a more sustainable, equitable, and prosperous world for generations to come.